is this exclusively for new leads, or if I had a database of 5,000 old leads, would I be able to send that through Verse?
That's a great question. We do both,
Okay.
but I want to be kind of clear about it. And I want to mention a couple of things while we're still here on the page that I think I forgot to mention. So I'm going to do that really quick first. We work, predominantly live leads. Live leads are going to work a lot better. We're going to get a higher engagement rate, and engagement rate has a lot to do with qualification rate. So,
For sure.
or conversion rate, if you will. Database leads don't tend to be as responsive. It really depends on how old they are. What my recommendation usually is, there's kind of legal aspects here. So there's TCPA laws. You have to have permission to, reach out or text these people, meaning they have to actually be your leads. Like, you can't just send me a list of people you found in the phone book. Like, that's not going to work. That's going to be kind of rough for both of us.
That's a mistake. If
that happens. You can send me a list of your clients. So for those of you in mortgage, or those of you in real estate who have a mortgage partner, and that maybe that's something you want to offer them, right? To say, hey, let's kick through all of your, clients and, see if anybody wants to refinance, is something that we do a lot of.
For sure.
So if they are your customer, usually you have some type of consent, if you've done a transaction with them, where you can reach out to them. In those cases, of course, we can, send all those people a text. We would build a campaign based on, what you needed, and we would be able to figure that out. Otherwise, if it's just like a giant list of leads, let's say that you generated the first half of this year that weren't engaged very well, yes, we can do those too, but I usually try to limit it to the last 90 days. And the reason we do that just has more to do with that response rate. Like, it's gonna feel like it's expensive if you're sending me like all your leads from 2019, let's say. They're not going to be hyper responsive. A lot of those people probably closed deals already. Like, I don't know if that's the best use of resources.
Makes sense.
But if you go back 90 days, like, there might be some loose diamonds in there, some people that, didn't respond. We nurture everything for 6 full months. And believe it or not, we are on the back half, on the nurture side of our cadence, not the initial outreach, just the back half. We are still converting 6 to 8% of those.
Wow.
It's crazy to me, because
that's a big number.
They ignored us for like 10 days. Like, they literally responded to nothing for 10 days. And then they're over here responding in month 4 or whatever.
Yeah. I mean, hey, so let's say you're converting those at 8%, and then those turn into, those are 8% appointments, and then you convert half of that 8%, you're talking about 4%. I mean, that's, in this business, where commission checks are rather large, that's some good money.
Yep. I agree. It's definitely worth doing. And again, I would stick to the 90 days, because I think you're going to get the better ROI. Anything outside of that, if it's just leads, again, not customer database leads, I wouldn't go past 90 days.
Okay. So some best practices there.
Yeah.
Perfect.
That's a great question.